At the end of World War II, the world believed justice had finally won. Cities were destroyed, millions were dead, and humanity promised itself that such horrors would never happen again. Nazi leaders were arrested and war crimes were exposed during the Nuremberg Trials. The message was clear to the world: those responsible would be punished, without exception. But while the world watched the trials, another decision was being made in silence, a decision taken behind closed doors, far from public scrutiny, that would remain classified for decades. The war was over, but fear did not disappear. A new enemy emerged on the global stage: the Soviet Union. Former allies quickly became rivals, and the Cold War began. This new conflict, well, it would not be fought with soldiers on battlefields. Instead, it would be fought with technology, intelligence, rockets, and, honestly, scientific superiority. Germany possessed something, that no other nation had: the most advanced military scientists in the world, men who had really pushed technology far ahead of their time. Instead of arresting these scientists, American intelligence officers received a different order. They were told not to prosecute but, surprisingly, to recruit them. Their Nazi affiliations were classified, their criminal records rewritten, and their pasts hidden. This secret operation became known as Operation Paperclip. The most famous recruit was Wernher von Braun, a brilliant rocket engineer and a former SS officer who played a key role in Nazi Germany's missile program. Von Braun's rockets were built using forced labor from concentration camps, where thousands of prisoners died under brutal conditions. These facts were documented, not rumors. After the war, Wernher von Braun was brought to the United States not as a criminal, but as a valuable asset. His past was erased, and his future was secured. Von Braun was not alone. Dozens of scientists with direct or indirect ties to the Nazi regime were relocated, protected, and given new identities. Internal government documents later revealed how officials described their pasts as a liability to be managed, rather than crimes to be punished. Operation Paperclip helped the United States dominate the space race and gain technological superiority during the Cold War, achieving strategic success at a moral cost. The victims of forced labor never received justice. Families were left without answers, while the suffering of thousands was buried in classified files. Decades later, journalists and historians uncovered the truth through declassified documents, revealing a darker chapter of post-war history. Eventually, the United States government did, in fact, admit the existence of Operation Paperclip. However, they denied any wrongdoing and, very carefully controlled the narrative that was presented to the public. This revelation, well, it raised a disturbing moral question: was victory really worth protecting those responsible for crimes against humanity? Even though Operation Paperclip officially ended, its consequences kept shaping technology, institutions, and, our historical memory for years to come. How many truths, we have to wonder, were buried not to protect the innocent, but simply to protect power itself?